Testing. All you are thirsty, come to the water. You without mercy, come, buy and eat. Yes, come. Buy wine and milk without money. It's free. Why spend money for what isn't food, your wages for what doesn't satisfy? Listen carefully to me, and you will eat well. You will enjoy the fat of the land. Open your ears and come to me. Listen well, and you will live. I will make an everlasting covenant with you, the grace I assured to David. I have given him as a witness to the peoples, a leader and a lawgiver for the peoples. You will summon a nation you do not know, and a nation that doesn't know you will run to you for the sake of Adonai your God, the Holy One of Israel, who will glorify you. Seek Adonai while he is available. Call on him while he is still nearby. Let the wicked person abandon his way, and the evil person his thoughts. Let him return to Adonai, and he will have mercy on him. Let him return to our God, for he will freely forgive. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, and your ways are not my ways, says Adonai. As high as the sky is above the earth are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For just as rain and snow fall from the sky, and do not return there, but water the earth, causing it to bud and produce, giving seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so my word that goes out from my mouth, it will not return to me unfulfilled, but it will accomplish what I intend, and cause to succeed what I send it to do. Yes, you will go out with joy. You will be led forth in peace. As you come, the mountains and hills will burst out into song, and all the trees in the countryside will clap their hands. Cypresses will grow in places of thorns. Myrtles will grow instead of briars. This will bring fame to Adonai as an eternal, imperishable sign. Here is what Adonai says: observe justice, do what is right, for my salvation is close to coming. My righteousness is being revealed. Happy is the person who does this, anyone who grasps it firmly, who keeps Shabbat and does not profane it, and keeps himself from doing any evil. A foreigner joining Adonai should not say, Adonai will separate me from his people. Likewise, the eunuch will not say, I am only dried up tree. For here is what Adonai says: as for the eunuchs who keep my Shabbats, who choose what pleases me, and hold fast to my covenant in my house, within my walls, I will give them power and a name greater than sons and daughters. I will give him an everlasting name that will not be cut off. And the foreigners who join themselves to Adonai to serve him, to love the name of Adonai, and to be his workers, all who keep Shabbat and do not profane it, and hold fast to my covenant, I will bring them to my holy mountain and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and sacrifices will be accepted on my altar, for my house will be called a house of prayer for all peoples. Adonai Elohim says, he who gathers Israel's exiles, there are yet others I will gather besides those gathered already. All you wild animals come and devour. Yes, all you animals in the forest, Israel. Watchmen are, all of them, blind. They don't know anything. They are all dumb dogs, unable to bark, lying there dreaming, loving to sleep. Greedy dogs, never satisfied. Such are the shepherds, unable to understand. They all turn to their own way, each one intent on his own gain. Come, I'll get some wine. We'll fill up good, strong liquor. Tomorrow will be like today. In fact, it will be even better. The righteous person perishes, and nobody gives it a thought. Godly men are taken away, and no one understands that the righteous person is taken away from the evil yet to come. Yes, those who live uprightly will have peace as they have rest on their couches. But you witches, children, come here, you spawn of adulterers and whores. Whom are you making fun of? At whom are you laughing and sticking out your tongue? Aren't you rebellious children, just a brood of liars? You go into heat among the oak trees. Under every spreading tree, you kill the children in the valleys, under the cracks in the rocks. Your place is among the smooth stones in the valley. These are what you deserve. You pour out drink offerings on them. You offer grain offerings to them. Should I calmly ignore these things? You set up your bed on high, lofty mountain. You also went up there to offer sacrifices. Behind door and doorposts, you set up your own lewd memorial. Then, far from me, you covered your bed, climbed up on it, and opened it wide, made an agreement with some of them, whose bed you loved. When you saw their hand beckoning, you went to the king with scented oil. You added to your perfumes. You sent your envoys far away, even down to Sheol. Though worn out by so much travel, you did not say, all hope is gone. Rather, finding your strength renewed, you did not grow weak, of whom you had not been so afraid, so fearful that you lied. But me you don't remember. You don't give me a thought. I have held my peace so long that you have no longer fear me. I will expose your so-called righteousness, and what you have done won't help you. When you cry with those idols you gathered to rescue you, the wind will carry them away, and puff of air will take them off. But whoever takes refuge in me will possess the land and inherit my holy mountain. Then he will say, keep building, clear the way, remove everything blocking my people's paths. For thus says the high, exalted one, who lives forever, whose name is holy. I live in a high and holy place, but also with the broken and humble, in order to revive the spirit of the humble and revive the hearts of the broken ones. For I will not fight them forever or always nurse my anger. Otherwise, their spirits would faint before me, the creatures I myself have made. It was because of their flagrant greed that I was angry and struck them. I hid myself. I was angry, but they continued on their own rebellious way. I have seen their ways, and I will heal them. I will lead them and give comfort to them, and those who mourn for them I will create the right words. Shalom, shalom to those far off, and to those nearby, says Adonai, I will heal them. But the wicked are like the restless sea, unable to be still. Its waters toss up mud and dirt. There is no shalom, says my God, for the wicked. Shout aloud, don't hold back, raise your voice like a shofar. Proclaim to my people what rebels they are, to the house of Yaakov their sins. Oh yes, they seek me day after day, and claim to delight in knowing my ways, as if they were an upright nation that had not abandoned the rulings of their God. They ask me for just rulings and claim to take pleasure in closeness to God, asking, why should we fast if we don't see? Why mortify ourselves if we don't notice? Here is my answer. When you fast, you go about doing whatever you like, while keeping your labors hard at work. Your fasts lead to quarreling and fighting, to lashing out with violent blows. On a day like today, fasting like yours will not make your voice heard on high. Is this what sort of fast I want? A day when a person mortifies himself? Is the object to hang your head like a reed and spread sackcloth and ashes under yourself? Is this what you call a fast, a day that pleases Adonai? Here's the sort of fast I want. Releasing those unjustly bound, untying the thongs of the yoke, letting the oppressed go free, breaking every yoke, sharing your food with the hungry, taking the homeless poor into your house, clothing the naked when you see them, fulfilling your duty to your kinsmen. Then your light will burst forth like the morning. Your new skin will quickly grow over your womb. Your righteousness will precede you, and Adonai's glory will follow you. Then you will call, and Adonai will answer. You will cry, and he will say, here I am. If you will remove the yoke from among you, stop false accusation and slander, generously offer food to the hungry, and meet the needs of the person in trouble, then your light will rise in the darkness, your gloom become like noon. Adonai will always guide you. He will satisfy your needs in the desert. He will renew the strength of your limbs so that you will be like a watered garden, Like a spring whose water never fails, you will rebuild the ancient ruins, raise foundation from ages past, and will be called repairer of the broken walls, restorer of the streets to live in. If you hold back your foot on Shabbat from pursuing your own interests on my holy day, if you call Shabbat a delight, Adonai's holy day worth honoring, then honor it by not doing your usual things or pursuing your interest or speaking about them. If you do, you will find delight in Adonai. I will make you ride on the heights of the land and feed you with the heritage of your ancestor Yaakov, for the mouth of Adonai has spoken.